Hi, this is part 17 of our CRM system, and here we will discuss about the knowledge base. The knowledge base is a module where you can create multiple databases for your need. First of all, we need to go to the CRM admin application, view admin. This is the user page admin. Before we made knowledge base admin to be yes, let's clear it. I need to show how the normal user will interact with the knowledge base, and then we will see what the privilege of being a knowledge base admin will give to a user. This is the CRM application. Double click. This is the main page, and this is the knowledge base. The knowledge base consists of groups, subject, and section, where you can create multiple groups. Each group can have multiple subjects, and each subject can have multiple sections. Our data is in the section. However, a group and subject is needed to make the structure, as we will see now. Click at group. The group database is empty. Let's create a group, and let's make it as OMA public folder, which almost like a public folder. So we have created a record in the database group, in the group database, sorry. Now it's here called created by OMA1. This is OMA, the name in the CRM. This is the user ID. This is the name of the computer where this record has been created. And this is the name. This is the name of the user in the computer where the record has been created, and this is the computer name. Now, subject add privilege is for all. Any user in the system can enter this group and add a subject. However, if we want this group to be private for the group creator, or for a selected group of users, then we can click options, subject add privilege, admin power select, and there is only one user. If we click OK, then the only one who is able to add subject in this group is the group creator at the moment, and in the same time a user who has the admin power privilege, but that need to be enabled in the admin page. Let's return it back to all. Now this is the same way of any database in the CRM. You have the search criteria to search for. You have sorting criteria, the direction of the sort, and you have the options, which include sort default, changing the default of the sorting parameters. This is the same as we have spoken in contacts and in the company, in the contact module and in the company module. Let's enter this group. Now we are in the subject database for this group, for group ID1, the name which is OMA public folder. The subject database is empty. Let's create a subject, and let's call it training. Probably you want to add another subject. Let's call it education. And let's have another subject which is hobbies. So you have 3 subjects inside this group. Let's go to training. Now this is the section that belongs to the training subject. Options, add a new section, and you have a section. Now let's say you have a training in ISO 9000, keyword is quality. The keyword is useful when you are going to make a search. So if you are making a search for any record that is related to quality, you can do it by keywords. And then you put the details here. And in this page, you can link it to other records in the system. This is the history. You can link it in terms of notes, appointments, of plans. You can link it in terms of relations, and you can upload document to this particular page. Here it is edited by section creator or the admin power. You can change that by clicking at all, but at the moment it is edited by the admin power or the section creator. Exit. So you have one section. Let's go to a group. Let's go to the group database. Option, create a new group, and let's make something more useful for the company. Problems and solution. Now this is almost a troubleshooting database. You are collecting the problems that happened in the company and the solution for it as a record. So next time it's easy to solve the problem if the problem happened again. So it is almost like a troubleshooting, a lesson learned record if you want. Subjects, we can put many subjects here. Microsoft Word. So any problem happened in Microsoft Word, you can put Excel, you can put Access, you can put network, PC hardware, whatever subject you want. And for each subject you have sections. So for example, section, add a new section, and let's suppose you had a problem in installing a VPN. So VPN installation. Okay, keyword, let's say network VPN, and you can put the details, what was the problem and how it was solved. And if you want to upload document, you can upload document, link it to notes, appointments and plans, or link it to relations. Now you can go directly to the subjects, all the subjects. But if you want to add a subject, you'll find this line, this box, to add a new subject, and it will say new subject will be added through the group page. Go to the group page, select a group, then add new subject. In order to create a subject, you need to go through the group, but you can view the subject by this way. So you can click KnowledgeBase subject, and you'll see all the subjects. And you can see here the section, for example. The group is here. For example, this subject is for group ID 2, problem and solution, while this subject, hobbies, is for group ID 1. And at the same time, you can see there is one section in network and there is one section in training. Equally, you can go to section directly and all the section will appear in this database. But if you click add a new section, you'll see go to the subject view page. From there, select the subject record and then create a new section. So in order to create a section, you need to go to the subject first. As I said, this is a database, a module where you can create multiple databases for your needs. For example, you can create a group which is called price list. And inside this group you have, for example, multiple products. So you, for example, you say cars, you can say whatever the product you have, you can structure them into, this is the group price list, you can structure them into subjects, and each subject will have its own section. It is a flexible way of creating multiple databases for your need. However, suppose, just for an example, just for illustration, we decide that we want this section not into this subject, but into another subject. The normal user won't have that privilege of changing section or subjects. The one who have that power is the KnowledgeBase admin. So we need to select a user and we need to give him that privilege. So if I put yes back to KnowledgeBase admin, I can go to the KnowledgeBase. Let's go to sections, and let's say I want to change that from network, let's say, to Microsoft Word, just for as an illustration. So options, change subject. I found it here. Yes, and we want to change the subject to Microsoft Word, and it is now in Microsoft Word. If we click at it, we go to KnowledgeBase, Group, Problem Solution, Microsoft Word, and you will find the section there. Equally, you can say change the subject. Suppose we want to change this subject and put it into another group. So let's go and change group. This subject, PC hardware, is at group problems and solution, ID 2. I wanted to put it in ID 1, OMA. Options, change group, yes, and I'm going to put it at OMA. Now you don't see PC hardware in this group, problem and solution, but if you go to group, you put OMA, you will find a section which is PC hardware. So the KnowledgeBase admin has the power, if needed, has the power to change the subject for section and change the group for subjects. It is useful if any mistakes happened and it was realized that this section needs to be moved to another subject. Now, any changes in this system will be recorded in the changed log. This is the change database. And the last thing we have changed is subject 8, ID 8, and group ID was 2, and now it is ID 1. And we can click here and we go to the subject database for this, the general subject database. And this is number 8. As I said, a KnowledgeBase is a module where you can create multiple databases for your need. This is the end of part 17. Thank you for watching.